Hey guys, it's Greg Jones for Engine Builder. We're at the Ultimate Callout Challenge 2023. I'm joined by Jesse Warren of Warren Diesel Injection. Behind us is his new race truck with a turbocharged 6-liter Powerstroke, and it's our Diesel of the Week.
Engine Builder's Diesel of the Week is sponsored by AMSOIL, the first in synthetics.
Jesse, thanks so much for giving me a little bit of time here to chat about your brand new race truck here. This thing is killer, and we want to know more about it. Obviously, it's like fresh, brand new, like not even 100% fully ready to hit the track yet. But tell us a little bit of the background about getting the truck started and, you know, the 6-liter that you got in it.
Okay, we give you a little bit of background on what happened. We wanted to get into the Pro Mod class. We had a Ford Ranger we had picked up, I believe it was from Matt Kubik, and we decided we would go with that. So we bought it out. They looked at it and said, this thing will never pass certifications. And we decided, he's the guy that looked at it and inspected it, said, we might as well start all over. So we started from the ground up and we built our entire chrome moly chassis. We started from scratch on everything. So we've been working on this for 3 years.
Yeah.
And
well,
we're looking to...
Yeah, it's shown. I mean, this thing is awesome. And it takes a while to do, you know, a build like this. So.
Yeah, a lot longer than you'd think.
Yeah,
it takes
right.
a long time.
Right. So tell us a little bit about the details of the 6-liter Powerstroke. You know, that's your MO, that's your thing. So no shock that it looks this good. But tell us, you know, a little bit of what's in it.
This here is a little bit different than some of the Pro Street 6-liters we have out there right now. We ended up going to, we have the adjustable rockers in here, the solid rockers, solid lifters, solid rockers, adjustable rockers, and we got the Colt solid lifter cam, Maui, the forged Maui pistons, the race pistons with the race bowl, and we got the Waggler rods. All the good stuff in the engine. And then this is just a cast iron filled block, filled heads through our CNC ported heads. Okay. We'll end up switching over. This is pretty much run this, get everything dialed in, get it set up, and then we'll end up going to a full billet block shortly thereafter.
Yeah. And that's something that you guys have been developing for a little while now too. And you got a couple out there, some different people are running. And yeah, like you said, you want to put it in this truck eventually. Yeah,
we're still tweaking and tuning, working a few little bugs out, but it's getting really close.
Yeah.
We get that dialed in this here, and then behind this engine we run S.A. Rosser, Turbo 400 Rosser with lockup, and it could be, compared this to the Pro Street trucks, this is about 15 to 1,600 pounds lighter. Okay. And I think somewhere Austin Denny right now is approaching 140 in the 8th mile, and it's 1,500 pounds, 1,600 pounds lighter. It should be a pretty good setup. Yeah. We're going to end up getting it on the track. Big baby steps. Get the 60-foot dialed in. Once you get the 60-foot dialed in, from there it'll be pretty quick after that. Yeah,
that's great. And you know, you got the big turbo out front. You know, give us some specs on the turbo that you're running here.
This is a GT55. I believe it's a 92 millimeter GT55. 124 exhaust housing. Yeah. And then we'll run a lot of nitrous. We have
you got 3 kits. Yeah. So how much boost are you running through a turbo like this typically?
This should run in the 90s. Okay. From my experience, it should be in the 90 range. In the 90, it's going to be a nitrous setup. Yeah. It's going to make a lot of power off nitrous, but this is a fairly big charge. It's pretty common in the Pro Mod class.
Yeah. And then, you know, how much horsepower are you getting from the 3 kits of nitrous?
It should be right around 2,000 horsepower. The way it is now, we're going to have to step it up. When we go to the other engine, we're going to need to be up around 2,500, 3,000 horsepower. But if we can, with this setup with the nitrous and the Huey setup we're running, we should easily be able to obtain 2,800. Wow. Fuel only, with engine down at over 2,000 pretty easily. Yeah. But with a nitrous, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Now that's certainly substantial on the Powerstroke platform. And you know, what does that equate to in terms of the times you're expecting to get on the track? And you know, do you have a kind of an ET goal or?
We do, right? The way it's going to start off, I would assume this setup here is cast iron block, the injectors we're running. The way it is now, I would probably put it right around, it should be in the 155, 156 range, mile per hour in the 8th mile and in high 4s. Yeah. But we need them numbers to go up there close to 180 in that range. If we get to 180, it's going to be a little bit of a road to travel to get up there, but we're going to get there.
Yeah. So Jesse, you said the truck's been about 3 years in the making to get the engine where it is now, and you still have a little ways to go, and you want to put some more billet pieces into it once you get stuff dialed in. What's from today to that point? What do you think the timeline might be?
A year,
Yeah.
maybe. It's probably going to be a little over a year.
Okay.
We may run this engine set up for a year.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the other engine set ready to go.
Yeah. Very cool. Jesse, anything else about what you got in it today that we left out, or just anything else you want to mention that you guys have been working hard on? Obviously, I do want to point out you got some really cool details, just in the front cover here and the valve covers.
Yeah,
you got
I want
some
to
cool
give
machining.
a big shout out to the guys that are involved in this. Matt Fetty, he made the valve covers and the front cover, and some of the other parts he had helped us make, and the high pressure oil pump cover. Then I want to give a big shout out to Austin Denny and his crew. They have hours and hours and hours in this thing, and Austin Denny is going to be the driver. He's the main guy. He's going to be driving this thing.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of hours in this thing and a lot of late nights. He's been on this thing for a long time.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job. It's beautiful work.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I know I'm excited to see it run. I'm sure you're twice as excited to see it run. So Jesse, we appreciate the time and appreciate the info about the new setup. Guys, we appreciate you watching this episode of Diesel of the Week. Make sure you're checking out everything that Jesse does over there at Warren Diesel Injection. And as always, make sure you're checking out enginebuildermag.com for more engine and diesel content. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.